Well, I'm gonna go get started on the truck, so we'll see how those brakes look or what's causing my issue. Like I said, it feels like it's locking up, and we'll have to pull the axle shafts out just to get that hub and that drum and everything off. So we'll go ahead and get that started and see what we can get done on it today.
Sound good. It sounds like it's tight. Something's come apart. Who knows? Oh boy. It's a mess. Huh. This truck was parked for, probably at least a year when I was sitting there doing, because I had that motor out. I don't know if I've showed you guys that yet, but I went through that motor, got a new transmission a guy had built that leaks, but I think it's on the transmission cooler line, so I got to go through those. I'm actually going to replace those. Went through and powder coated. Oh yeah, and then we found out this intake plenum is cracked, so I'm gonna actually get a high rise one out of there and change. Might put a different turbo and everything on it, but anyway, for now, just went through and trying to get my setup for my oil catch can. I'm going to reroute and do some things with that, but there it is. Figured I'd show you, aside from this project that's been here forever, this one, I'm going through the heads on this, so it needs majorly cleaned up. I actually had went through and just cleaned everything up, had everything, that tunnel, everything cleaned up, shined up, and the battery came out, fell, hit the fan, I think it was the alternator, and it blew battery acid everywhere, which then pretty much just made it all ugly. But it was pretty at one time. Anyway, it's another project for another video. These pads are good. I'm not going to replace them just yet. Still got some life, and maybe I'll pull them off on the next go around. I might have to make some adjustments, but for the most part, gotta go to 52. While turning the hub. In the opposite direction. And then back it off. And then I gotta back it off. One key slot. So it's like not even a quarter of a turn, really. And then insert a little key stop that comes with it, or standard, whatever you want to call it. And put the lock ring back in.
With my own doubts, be free with me. Be free with me. Be free.
I'm not going to run them all the way in. Be it for tonight. Oh my gosh. Time flies when you're having fun. And like I said, maybe tomorrow I'll hope I can get the differential oil. I'm going to clean up those wheels and kind of clean up the other side of the hub, but just to see if I don't have this side, this one's stuck as bad or worse. I painted those before, but I can't imagine that paint with stupid old aluminum wheels. I don't know what's going on, but those things were not coming off. So I'll clean them up. If I have to, I'll put just some anise on the back of this plate or the drum. See what that does. Clean that all up. You see me do it with the wire brush on the grinder. Yes, it gets everything all over for a minute, but I'm gonna go get some more brake cleaner, clean all that out, and then wipe everything down, and then we'll put the new gear oil in it. But that's why I do it. It's quick, it's easy, and like I said, I got so many things going on. Sometimes I take the shortcuts. I got the gasket, so I'll put a little bit of RTV, get everything put back together and filled back up. I already cleaned the cover. Same way with the wire wheel. Like I said, it just works so much better. I got some new bolts because the heads on some of those are getting so worn, and I just try to replace some of that stuff as often as I can. Alright, this is never clean process. I got water and shit everywhere. All right. I look at putting the RTV and the gasket and everything kind of like when I was a plumber, and the more you used not only the pipe dope, or thread sealant, whatever you want to call it, but also the Teflon. When we used both methods, I honestly don't hardly ever remember having very many leaks. I'm not saying there wasn't, but I really don't remember very many. Last step, I got the rear end filled up, and this is supposed to be set to 140. It says for the lug nut specs.
Losing my mind. Now you're gone. Why did you?
Refer to your owner's manual or talk to your local mechanic shop or whatever you got to do for your torque specs if you need them. That'll do it for this video. Like I said, I don't always torque everything. You guys have to make your own decisions on what to do and what not to do. A lot of the things by the books I do more of, depending on if it's the engine, the transmission and stuff. Obviously the wheels, but everybody has to make their own judgment call on what's best and what works for them. This is just my way of doing things, and I don't recommend or suggest anything. You guys make your own choices on that. But I got the fluids filled, new gasket and everything on that rear end. That seal replaced. The brakes, like I said, I'm gonna do those down the road. I think they're okay for now. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. But thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and all that. And until the next time, God bless.